Alright. This is the SteelSeries Cup, December 18th, 2021. We are in Game 3 of Ourk versus State. Over in the right hand side, playing as the Holy Roman Empire in the blue, we have Ourk. Up against State, playing Holy Roman Empire in the red over on the left hand side. Wow, we have a very early prelate coming out for State, just immediately makes one. Gonna boost in those workers, getting that big food income, and just spends all that gold straight away. I believe Ourk actually did the same thing. Let's take a look. Yeah, both of them just going for these prelates right away. Ourk has a second scout coming out. They've been really favoring, like, you know, having scouts. Probably gonna see pro scouts out of them. They've done it in both games so far. Up against State, who is only going for one scout this game. They actually had the early second scout last game, but they're going to be favoring a more kind of sit back macro style play this game. And this prelate, they're just going to be boosting the food and the gold income. Okay. Yeah, they're just scouting around, seeing what's up, grabbing some sheep. I think they missed one in this corner. Take a look. Yeah, they missed a couple in this corner. That's a bit of a shame, but it is what it is. And yeah, Ourk's just going to have a big econ lead. That second scout. Like, you fall behind by one worker, but you get so much more sheep. It's so worth it. Second scout is so good. Alright, in State, they're going to start cutting it out of tree. Are they going to go quick lumber? Potentially, yes. Cut that tree down. Ooh, they're getting hit by a bunch of wolves. In State, what seemingly Habit is going to hit both of these wolves and then take them back to the TC. And they're not building a lumber camp. Interesting. They're going to go up to feudal pretty soon. Oh, slightly mismanaged their economy. A little bit of idle time on their town center. And Ourk, I think it's just like a tiny bit ahead in terms of economy. Maybe State had like one too many workers on gold. Yeah, they're both going to age up at basically the same time. Ooh, Ourk was thinking about putting it back here, I think, and then just decided, no, I'm just going to put it over here. It's going to be Ourk and Chapel for both players. Inspires units in large radius, so yeah, they're just going to have all of these and all of these inspired. Actually, thinking about this, Pro Scouts would work really well with this, because you just drop off the deer right next to the Ourk and Chapel. And then you get that big boost to food economy the whole time. So maybe that's the plan for Ourk. Maybe Ourk's going to make Pro Scouts work for every civ that he plays in this event. And we'll take a quick look at Vision. We've got a bit of downtime. State, yeah, they're still scouting the map. They still haven't actually found the opponent's base. And over on Ourk side, what have they seen? Pretty much the whole map. Yeah, they've scouted the base. They know what their opponent's up to. Nothing will catch them by surprise. This Ourk and Chapel, yeah, it's going to get the gold. Almost gets the wood line based on like this ring. But yeah, nothing too out of the ordinary so far. Both players doing very similar things. And Dark Age is generally like this for most civs. Like, you generally have like a kind of plan that you go into it with. There are a few different ways of playing the game in Dark Age. Like, Rus get a different style of play, Mongols get some options, but and technically like Abbasid can as well, like if you want to go for some early game ram pushing, but not going to see anything like that out of these two players. It's just going to be Holy Roman Empire. Both of them are going to garrison a prelate in here. And yeah, we're going to see the gold get boosted. We're going to see the food get boosted. Maybe could have seen this like one hex over, maybe two hexes over, just to catch the gold a bit more. But I think like this one person isn't boosted. Whereas all of these are actually going to get boosted. Alright, so State has like slightly better positioning on their stuff. If we have a look over at their perspective. Yeah. Potentially they're going to be able to like knock the deer into this windmill. But no, they're going to go professional scouts. Is this going to be both players doing this? Oh, very interesting turn of events. There's no mill up from Ourk. So it's State that's going to go scouts this game. Are we going to see a stable? We are going to see a stable. Oh, what a complete change of events. Oh, and now we're going to see the mill get built over here. Not even going to try and use this Arkan Chapel for the prelate boosts. And yeah, State's just going to build more scouts than their opponent. And they're just going to knock all these down, get that professional scouts upgrade. Have a ton of idle workers over here. Probably could be knocking down a couple of these deer. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, and they're going to catch them pretty much right next to the building. That is going to get caught by the Arkan Chapel. Could probably kill this deer. Oh, no, it got scared. But yeah, that's really nice, having that big boosted economy. Whereas this placement doesn't quite catch all of the gold workers. And alright, so one thing Ourk has going for them is they have so much sheep. But deer is just a much better breadwinner. And this wall that's going to get built does not catch the deer. Great for defense, but it's missing on like one of these. And yeah, like one scout's just going to grab that, run away. And this economy is going to look so good for State. Just constantly bringing deer back. Sheep ran out at basically the right time. And yeah, you just want to drop them up over here. And even got this extra prelate. It's probably just going to boost all the ones that are like a bit out of range. What have we got? A scout fighting another scout. Ourk realizes the jig is up. Pro scouts are on the way. There's a lot of scouts too. Oh, this scout's going to fall. No, Ourk wasn't paying attention. Loses a scout. And yeah, just going to keep seeing this scout run back and forth here. Grab all these deer. There is a wall coming up over on this side. And State potentially could have scouted this. But no. They're not going to try and go for an attempt on these. They're just going to take the easy packs. So this pack up here is slowly going to get whittled down. The villagers were already doing work over on this side. And now we see them going up to castle. Are we going to see Ourk going up? Yeah, Ourk is also going up as well. What are they going for? Yeah, they're going to go for this as well. And actually, here's a really interesting thing. Is that because State has map control, the relic positioning I would say favors Ourk. Like you look 1, 2, 3, 4. They're all like a nice ring around their base. And there's like one that State has easy access to. But because State has all these scouts, they do have some nice map control. They are going to be able to like pick away at these prelates. And State, you know, oh, clipping that secret site actually lets their opponent know like where they are. They're actually going to be able to grab this relic. They're going to go very deep for that. Ourk's a little bit behind on reaching Castle Age. And State was already sending out the prelates to go for these captures. So, oh no, 3 relics already. Ourk, are you actually going to do anything about that? No. Only just reaching this age. I think they're going to grab 1 relic. Yeah, they're going to get 1. And they do have the advantage of where the sacred sites are positioned. Like, they're much closer to their base. But yeah, all the deer's gone. 3 of the relics have been stolen. There's like 1 over here. State really knew what they were doing. They had all the prelates out on the map ready to pick those relics up. They were just like, I'm going to put 13 villagers on aging up. Because I want to age up much quicker so I can grab these relics. And they have all the scouts for map control. This is going so well for State. They have the food income advantage. Like the positioning of this, is it Arkan Chapel I think it's called? Yeah. It's like so much better for them. able to, you know, boost all these villagers that are collecting deer. The sheep are very, very quickly, actually, I would say, starting to run out. There's only a few sheep left on the ground, no sheep left alive. And now State going for the knights. That's interesting. I guess they have the stable already, and they might as well use it. Oh, I see Ourk being so greedy. They're trying to grab the relic on this side of the map. State scouts it though. They have one knight up. And that knight's gonna very quickly dispatch this prelate. Down it goes. And yeah, then comes the Sacred Site battle. Ourk has veteran. I believe that was man-at-arms? No. What did they upgrade to veteran? Spears? Oh. Oh no. This is really bad. So the really strong thing knights have in this matchup is that Holy Roman Empire spears can't brace. It's just a bug right now, which means that they just can't do it. They still do okay against knights, but not being able to brace is huge. And oh, this knight's going to take out another prelate. Bonk, bonk, bonk. There it goes. Crossbows and spears are going to do quite well in this fight, though. Yeah, you just throw away a knight. State run away. Oh, that's a big volley of crossbow shots. But State needs something that isn't knights. They need archers. Archers will deal with this quite well. They do have these scouts that are all going to die. State, pay attention, please. Yep. Gonna lose 2 scouts for free. 3rd scout getting hurt quite badly, and these knights are taking a bunch of damage. And yeah, State, you have 3 stables, and that is not a good idea. You do have 3 relics, and a 4th one about to get deposited in this monastery. And 2 sacred sites. Alright, State's doing fantastic on the economy front. But militarily, Ourk has the better composition right now. And they're going to have a better composition for a while, because State just has all of these stables. They're constantly producing knights, although they're going down, getting the veteran horseman upgrade. That's a good decision. Horseman coming out, horseman. Right, so they are switching away from knights. They've realized that, hey, my opponent's just building the counter to my army, so I'm going to build something that, you know, deals with these crossbows. Yeah, prelate tried to do something over here. Died in a rather glitched position, but it is what it is. Alright, and now we're seeing sacred sites getting fought over. But State is just has... If we look over at the income, so much more gold per minute. Like 3 relics in your Regnitz Cathedral, and then 1 more in a monastery. That's a ton of gold. Like, they barely need to mine any, and they're just getting so much passive. I don't even think they're mining gold right now. This is empty. This is empty. Yeah, they just don't need to mine gold, and they're beating their opponent. Who, I believe is mining gold, with boosting from the Archon Chapel. Oh, but Ourk has map control. Taking these sacred sites, that's going to be good. Oh, but these small pocket forces are not going to do that well. Oh no, spears don't brace against knights right now, so that's very brutal. And okay, you've got crossbows, but horsemen... And honestly, just scouts are going to be able to tank these for the knights, and so much damage going down. And that's a whole bunch of crossbows being lost. And at this point, I think if you're Ourk, you just have to start looking at man-at-arms. Like, you got to go for those big chunky boys. Got to start getting like 2-handed maces, heavy maces. Get all of these upgrades. Just so you can, like, start swinging and hitting those knights pretty hard. You know, just looking at the economy, like, got 41 workers here for Ourk. What's State sitting on? 45, so pretty close, but it's just these relics. It's such a big difference. Someone in chat saying mangonels would be so strong against this composition right now, and that is very true. Like, this would just get shredded by like one mangonel. Horsemen are good and all, but yeah. Oh no, Knight runs straight into that. Pretty late. Somehow manages to sneak past. Oh, well, not for long. This one tower, it does have a ballista emplacement on it, so it'll look pretty good. And State's going up to Imperial already? Oh, wow. Ourk, I do not believe, is even close to that. Oh, they are not. Okay, let's have a look. Where is the siege? Yep, Mangonel's here. It's got the greased axles upgrades. Someone in chat pointing that out. Oh, big Mangonel shot. Oh, it hits. It does a lot of damage. It hits pretty much everything. Oof, that's rough. Yeah, 2 more of those and this army's dead. State's already Imperial. They're so far ahead. Like, getting this relic advantage is like massive. And that's a permanent economic advantage throughout the entire game. So yeah, Ourk might have map control, but oof. They might, yeah, their army's looking really strong right now. One Mangonel is just going to shred so much of this. Oh, another big hit. All these crossbows are getting low. Another Mangonel shot. Oh, they get so low. One more and it'll do it. The spears are doing okay against the horsemen, but... Oh, what is this shooting at? Alright, there's 2 crossbows down there. So Mangonel getting a bit distracted. But they're even running through this tower. And that's going to be picking them off as they retreat. Yep. That was a pretty high health one as well. Oh, the scout with the sheep following it. Yeah, looking good. Wow, the forward castle as well. Siege works completed. So even the bonus health on this Mangonel looking pretty chonky too. Oh, and there goes some men at arms. Crossbows coming out. And yeah, State has a bunch of crossbows too, so looking to be in a good position. But Ourk is just not close to having Imperial. Upgrade to veteran. I don't even know which veteran that was. Veteran archers, maybe? Yeah, veteran archers. So they're just gonna go for regular archers. Like, when you see spears and crossbows, regular archers beat both of them. So yeah, I believe State's just gonna, you know, keep pushing, keep picking off units. Prelate just standing out here. Easy kill. Oh no, leave a spear there. That's a lot of gold that your opponent's gonna get because of that. They are going to deny this one over here, but there's like one right here that they could be denying too. That could have been gone by now. I don't know if it matters too much, but when you're ahead, you just want to kind of get more ahead, as the old axiom goes. Okay, this is just looking like it's State's game. Ourk does reach Imperial Age, so they are kind of pulling it back a little bit. You know, we could see some culverins come out, maybe. Pick off the Mangonel. That said, they've basically lost all map control. State still has a sacred site, still has these relics. Let's take a look at this work account. 80 workers, what are they up against? Ourk sitting on 55. Oh. State's got that big econ. And this is looking pretty over. Unless State goes for some big push that fails horribly, I do not believe that they can lose at this point. But we'll see. Siege are really strong in this game. Landschneck? I believe I said that correctly. They're going to be incredibly effective against this infantry, doing a ton of damage. Ooh, Knights sneak in. They're going to be looking for some easy pickings. They find a mill. They're going to do a bit of harassment. And yeah, this one mangonel is just going to slowly beat down these barracks. But State just looks very content to, you know, grab the sacred sites, sit on the big econ leads, go up to a bigger army. We see a bombard cannon come out. It's going to be quite useful. It's going to be able to pick off like individual units at a time. But you look at the population, State's on like 93 workers, 50 military. You look at Ourk, 69 workers and 28 military, so they're really far behind. All the sacred sites belong to State now. It's got prelates camping them. They're even going to build walls around their opponent. Oof. And these knights were still causing damage. They killed a mill. Oh, they didn't kill a mill, they just damaged it. Never mind. They're just going to kind of run in. Do a little bit. No, they didn't really do much. That's a shame. Probably could have sent them around back here. Like harass the houses or something. But State doesn't really care that much. They've got, you know, their own cannon coming in. Slowly beat away at this production at the front. And they've walled their opponent in. Stone walls coming in. Probably going to see like maybe a tower be built on these. Slowly pick off the workers. So many idle workers. Oh no, Ourk. These could be gathering stone. They could be over here gathering gold. Make some farms with them potentially. Alright, they're gonna go make some. They're gonna get some stone. Orknos is just in time. But yeah, State just so far ahead. Almost population capped. Sitting around 1 in 80. And yeah, just even the torches is gonna be enough. And oh, we see gunmen coming in. So hand cannoneers. They're going to be pretty spooky. You don't want to throw units like blindly into your opponent's army. Oh, another big mangonel shot. Good damage, but oh, these bombard cannons are going to be pretty scary to go up against. And it really just comes down to both players need to make more siege. Springles coming forwards. Like you can go Springles, you can go Culverins. Both of them deal quite well with cannons. A tower back, like an outpost back here? Interesting. Could have built like a forward tower on this. Pecked away at villagers with a ballista shot. But they're just penned in. Like, they cannot escape on this side. There is some back gold. Not much. It's like 400 over here. And State, yeah, they're just building forward production now. Double siege workshop at the front. Population cap achieved. They're building barracks to reinforce all of this with. And this is when you can just grind your opponent down. Just constantly throw units at them. And we're going to see State take a not particularly great fight, honestly. Oh, but Ourk isn't paying attention. All these cannons at the front. One of them just gets shredded. Oh no. That was so bad. Just losing a cannon free. This is another cannon. And State has the health upgrade as well, so their cannons are going to be more durable. And yeah, this other cannon's going to go down. And all State needs to do is just pound their opponent. Because they have the big economy leads. And they have the big army leads. And even if they lose this fight, villagers getting pulled, they're going to be taking out some of these Springles. Cannons potentially going to go down. Oh, but mangonel shot lands. Hits the villagers, does a lot of damage. The State is going to get driven back. There's just a little bit too much here, but they did the damage they needed to. They don't need to take cost-effective fights. They just need to grind their opponent down until there's nothing left. Because this gold is going to run out relatively soon. It's got about 3,000 left on it. But State has access to the whole map. They've got this gold. They've got all of these golds on the map. They barely touched this gold. They haven't even touched this gold in the base. This one's just about to run out. And oh no, that something aggroed a boar. Right, ballistas are just gonna finish the job. Cannons! I made a joke earlier in this set about cannons killing boars, and we got to see it happen. Very effective at hunting, apparently. And yeah, State. They got that 180 population. What's Ourk sitting on? 137. I'm trying to build a forward castle, but that's a lot of cannons about to walk up and hit this. Oh, good timing though. The castle does finish. But I think just a single mangonel is going to do so much damage. The cannons at the back doing so much damage. The springles, are they actually going to pick off the siege? I think they are. I can't really see it too well. One cannon goes down. This cannon's getting healed up by the villagers, but I think the springles will be enough. And yeah, this castle's going to fall. The army from Ourk falls as well, down to 13 military. And what's State sitting on? State barely has dropped. Like, they've lost stuff back here, but they have such strong macro, just more and more units streaming in. And yeah, they're just going to take out this one last cannon. There it goes. And yeah, Ourk no longer has any siege. Army is basically decimated, and yeah, they call the GG. And State wins and goes through to the next round. Takes a pretty convincing game 3 over Ourk. And that is GG to State. And we're just going to, take a quick look at this timeline. So what are we looking at? Yeah. State way ahead on the Imperial. Ourk had a little bit of a unit count advantage, but, obviously, just a big fight happened and then tried to catch up, but State just a bit too efficient. We can look at the villager count. Yeah, there's the point when, a second TC must have been built around here. And yeah, villager count just leapt forwards. Military count. Look at this fight. Look at that. Ourk pushed in, lost a bunch of stuff. State barely noticed. Ourk made a bigger army, pushed in, lost everything. Those are those big mangonel fight where State had one mangonel at the back, splattered all of those crossbows. And there was a build up to that last fight at the end, and both of them lost quite a lot. State just had the macro to keep consistently building behind it, and Ourk did not. And yeah, someone in chat saying, good play going pro scouts. Yeah, it made a lot of sense. It gave them complete map control. They got up to that castle age landmark as quickly as they could. Grabbed all of the relics. The relics were actually favored Ourk's side. They were much closer to Ourk's base than State's base. But no, State just played really well. So that is nicely done there. State's going to go through to the round of 16. Ourk falls out in was it joint 17th place? But that does mean that they do get $125. This is a really solid placing in a tournament this size. A lot of big names in this tournament, so well played to Ourk. We are going to go into the next game, I believe. So let's take a quick look. Properties. Let me just change that before. So yeah, 2-1 to State. Ourk had a pretty solid, convincing game too, but State just outplayed them in game 3. Really nice play in the mirror matchup.